Hello guys, good morning. My name is Samrinder Singh and today I am going to teach you about the HTML. And this tutorial will be very fast paced tutorial where I will try to teach you HTML within 5 to 6 minutes. Hope you will like the tutorial and subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. Let's start with what is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML describes the structure of web pages using markups and are the basic building block of HTML pages. Again, these HTML pages are like plain text files only, but we store with .html extensions or .html extensions. And HTML elements are represented by HTML tags. Different HTML tags which you need to write while writing an HTML page. And guys, HTML is not a complex programming language. It's one of the simplest and the starting. So if anyone want to learn about the programming language, they need to start with HTML. So now what are the different editors for HTML? So if you are using Windows, then you need to use Notepad. You can just open the Notepad and start using it and start writing your HTML code. If you're using Mac, then you need to open TextEdit, which comes in Mac, and you need to save these files with either .html or .html extensions. So then let's start with the HTML basic example. So in HTML basic example, you have HTML tags. Inside HTML tag, you have head and body. So head starts with the head tag and body starts with the body tag. So in head tag, again, you have another tags like title tags, meta description, or meta keywords. So generally, meta description and meta keywords are very useful when you are indexing your page, and Google generally shows up those particular data in their Google search results. Then you have body where your content goes in. So let's take an example now. So here I have already written a basic example. So the same thing what I have shown over there is over here. So you can see like we have HTML head, body, and HTML and closing tag. Let's see how it looks like. So it looks like this HTML. This is HTML page with the heading and document content. Now let's learn about the HTML elements. So there are different HTML elements, but these are some of the important ones. One is the paragraph, then H1, which is a heading, and again I'll just go in detail in those as well. So paragraph is nothing. It just if you want to write your content, it comes under paragraph. Then you have a heading tag. There are different kind of heading tags: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Then you have if you want to write some certain content in the italics, then you need to use italic tag. If you want to bold some of the characters or some of the text, then you need to write inside the B tag. And again, if you want to put some anchor, you need to type inside anchor. So here are examples also. So HTML headings help in defining the hierarchy and the structure of web page. So a document generally should have exactly, I mean, if you are like looking when Google index your site, so it's always a good practice that you have one H1 and then you have H2, H3 and so on. And it has a significant importance in your search engine. Let's have an example over here. You can see this is a very basic example. This is the heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, and so on. Let's go to the paragraph. So HTML paragraphs is used to define the paragraph in the web page. If you have extra spaces or extra lines in a paragraph, so what browser will do, browser will remove all those extra lines and display while displaying on the web page. Just see the paragraph. You can see it's there in just one line. But if you see the source code, it has all these spaces. Now let's learn about the HTML colors. So you can give background color or color to any text or a background using color name, RGB value or a hex value. Let's take an example. So you can see like this is just normal. This is having a red color, then a blue color. So if you go and view selection, source selection, sorry. So you can see over here. So we have given no color here. That's why it's just in black. You have given red color here. You have given color is equal to red. That's why it is in red. If you've given color is equal to blue, then it is in blue. So I hope you understand the HTML colors. Let's move on to the HTML comments. These are the tags which you write in your code so that whenever you are looking at your code, you will able to understand it better. And again, these comments are visible to anyone who can do a view source code. So you need to be very much careful while writing the comments. Do not put any sensitive information in the comments. Let's move on to the HTML styles. So HTML styles should describe how your documents are rendered on the screens. The style tag is used to define style information on HTML document. And here is an example. So you need to give style and then you need to give the style. So as we have learned in a previous
two slides that we have given a color is equal to red. So that's how we can also give a color is equal to red to the body. Complete background of that particular page will now rendered in the red. And you can give the styles by three ways. One is external style sheet, internal style sheet, and inline. So whatever you are seeing over here is the inline. Let's take an example over here. You can just double click on this. You can see the background is complete red. And as you can see, we have another thing also. Here we have this color is equal to red over here, and we are not able to see red because our background is also red and our text is also red. So that's why we are not able to see. But if you see do like this, you can able to see that there is a red color text as well. Now let's move to the next part and the last part of this particular tutorial, that is HTML forms. So again, HTML forms are the one of the main points of interaction between a user and a website or an application. So you must have seen this many of the times, like when you do a login or when you do a register. So all those comes under HTML forms. So forms are the one which takes the data from the user and then send it to the server. And a typical HTML forms looks like this. You have a form starting tag and you have a form ending tag. Let's go over here and see over here. So you have a form over here. You can see it looks like this. You have form first name. You can type anything, like, and then your last name you can type, and then you have a submit button. If you see a web source code, it will come like this. You have a form starting tag. You have a form ending tag, and then you have an input tag. Type is equal to text. Input tag type is equal to text, and then submit button. That's all, guys. So let's go back to our agenda. So we have covered all these items in the HTML tutorial in 5 minutes.